So Mario Strikers Battle League is coming out on June 10th this Friday. Nintendo had their open beta for Mario Strikers for June 3rd to June 5th. And I'll be honest, I didn't really think that the game was as interesting as I thought it was. I'll be honest, I have played the beta. I did give a couple matches a try to see what I think about it, and I think the game looks pretty cool. I'll be honest, but there's just some things that I genuinely do not like about this game already, and it looks like I'm not the only one that thinks this as well. From what people have been saying online and from what they've been showing us from the beta, it doesn't look too good for Nintendo right now. Now, if you ask me personally, I feel like this game needs more time in the oven. And not only that, but Nintendo is gonna be in trouble if they release this game like this. I mean, the last few major game titles that Nintendo released, they were just so mediocre to terrible at best. I mean, we gotta look back at the past if we're really gonna be thinking about how Mario Strikers is gonna work. I mean, the last major title that Nintendo released was Nintendo Switch Sports, and that game was actually so mediocre at launch. The game was I don't want to say falsely advertised, but the game was advertised like where you could customize your character from head to toe. You could do all these fun sports, and when the game released, the game modes just felt like a snooze fest, and then you could only customize your like two things on your character, and the cosmetics that you could unlock for your character in Nintendo Switch Sports, they were locked behind an online only paywall. Well, I don't want to say paywall. I should just say an online line subscription service, because if you have a Nintendo Online membership, then you have access to like all the online modes and stuff. So maybe subscription service isn't really the best word to put it down. You should probably an online membership. I'm sorry, but a lot of people really didn't like that, and a lot of people were dislike bombing and review bombing Nintendo Switch Sports because of how poorly Nintendo Switch Sports came out. And they are going to be adding golf this fall, but dude, that is so far away from now. We're like literally on the doorstep to summer. I mean, it's the summer season is like what, 1 week from now, maybe a few days from now, before kids get out of school and the teachers get out of school too. Like, dude, the season of summer is like literally just around the corner. So people can either go and play their games with their friends over at their friend's house. People can hang out and play some games together, whatever the case might be. And if we're really going to go in depth with how this game is going to go for Nintendo, for Mario Strikers, I mean, we just have to look back at the past here. Like, let's just look back at some of the major games here. So, Mario Tennis Aces, the game released unfinished. The character roster was small. The story was non existent. The gameplay was solid. Mario Golf Super Rush. That game was mediocre at best. The character roster was tiny. The story was non existent. It was just a leveling simulator for your Mii character. And the gameplay was okay. It wasn't great. It was actually pretty confusing if we really think about it. Personally, I thought the game was alright, but it wasn't great. It's definitely one of those games that says, I'm bored, come play me. And then now we got Nintendo Switch Sports. Mediocre at best. The game was advertised to be like an online service where you unlock these customizations for your new sports made character. And a lot of people didn't like that. They want to unlock these customizations online offline. I'm sorry. They want to unlock these customization offline for your character too. But nope. Nintendo has just said, or not just said, I'm sorry, they have proven that they're trying to be an online service just like all the other games, like Fallout 76, Battlefield 2042, and it's not working. Well, unlike those games, at least Nintendo Switch Sports actually works, but people don't like Nintendo Switch Sports because you don't get all the fun customization for your offline profile and all the other fun stuff. Now, I could get more in depth to explain what happened to the magic of Nintendo Switch Sports, but I think we all get the idea. Like, the last few major sports titles for Nintendo were just not that good. History is just repeating itself at this point with unfinished game releases, and Nintendo is trying to disguise these unfinished games as free updates. And a lot of people are starting to get fed up and they're starting to call out Nintendo's bullshit for these unfinished game releases. And honestly, I'm starting to realize that my, I'm playing more Nintendo games. Like, I'm starting to realize that for myself. Like, if you really think about it, Mario Tennis Aces, it was unfinished. That game received free updates and had a bigger character roster. Mario Golf Super Rush, that game was unfinished, and that game received free updates, and that game had a bigger character roster. And then Nintendo Switch Sports, same thing. The game's still unfinished. It has yet to receive any free updates, and I have a good feeling that Nintendo Switch Sports is probably going to get review bombed pretty soon. I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but I digress. But now, with Mario Strikers on the same boat, it's just not looking too good right now for Nintendo. Okay, I apologize for that, you guys. I was starting to yawn there. I apologize for that, but what I'm trying to say is this game, if it releases in the state that it will be releasing in, then a lot of people are gonna be furious with Nintendo and Mario Strikers because it's been like what 10 years since Mario Strikers has gotten a game or something like that. I could be wrong about that, but if you really think about it, I mean, it's been so long since we had a Mario Strikers game. I think the last one was like on the Wii or something like that. Again, I could be wrong, but that's just what I'm thinking. And a lot of people are excited for this game, but once again, Nintendo's gonna go along their business practice, their scummy business practice, and they're gonna release the game unfinished and give it free updates. I mean, Daisy's not even in the game at launch, and a lot of people are furious about that. Personally, I like Daisy myself, but I'm not gonna fanboy over Daisy. I like Mario more, I'll be completely honest, but I will be honest, I am a bit upset that Daisy won't be in the game either, but that that just proves that Nintendo is starting to lose their, I don't want to say their touch, but they're starting to get out of hand with all these free updates and all this stuff cuz again, they're going to be releasing this game unfinished and they're going to disguise it as free updates, and it kind of proves that Nintendo doesn't care about their customer in a way because they're releasing unfinished products and they're disguising it as free updates, and people are calling out Nintendo's bullshit that this is an unfinished product. Now, I will say this right now. I do plan to get Mario Strikers Battle League, but I will not go out of my way and pre-order this game day one. If I see a physical copy of this game on like the store shelves, maybe I'll buy it, but I'm not going to play it. But I'm definitely not getting this game day one. That's for sure. And if I do, I'm not playing the game because I am not going to be playing an unfinished product. So, like I said already, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. And I just wait it out. So, anyway, you guys, I thought I'd make this video to give you all a little heads up on what's happening. Mario Strikers is gonna end up unfinished. That's just my prediction, and I feel like a lot of other people's predictions are gonna be right too. So, do I think Mario Strikers will end up good? Probably, but I have a good feeling it's gonna be fucking mediocre. So if I were you guys, I would probably just wait on this game. I would not get this day one. I would let the guinea pigs try this one out and see how it is for everybody, and then that's when I would make a decision. So, with that being said, thank you guys all for listening and for watching. Let me know what you all think down below. I don't know if I'll do an Elden Ring Let's Play. I mean, I've been playing a lot of that game, and I'm on New Game Plus. So, if you guys want me to do an Elden Ring Let's Play, just let me know in the comments down below, because I have been enjoying this game a lot. So, once again, I'm digressing. So, with this being said, thank you all for listening. And until next time, you guys, I'm just wondering what Nintendo's next plan is with Mario Strikers. And I'll see you all later.